The lives of young children move quickly as they develop and grow. But have you ever stopped and really looked at how they are thinking, how they make meaning of the world around them? If you look closely, 1-year-olds engage in STEM every day. However, they are not doing this alone. Children need teachers who are willing to provide both time and materials for experimentation, encourage children's explorations, and reflect on how to deepen their understanding of scientific concepts. This is STEM, and young children's development is enhanced through scientific investigations within play-based environments.
Today we got out some magnets that we've never used before. We got out a magnetic whiteboard that stands, and we got out some brand new magnets that they haven't seen in their tubes, and they came onto those. Every single child in the classroom wanted to investigate those and see what they could do. We had children putting them up to their mouths and using them as horns and listening to the different sounds that their voices made. We brought out some other magnetic shapes that had various magnetic sides on all of them. We try to keep it as open-ended as possible. We try not to lead them until we can see that they might have a question in their mind, and we pose them questions. I wonder what will happen if we do this.
We bring in the different types of magnets into the classroom because not all of magnets are the same. And then there's some that have different types and different polarities, and there's some that have different strengths. And so having all different types brings in a whole different concept of language and vocabulary and different ideas on what you can do with them.
They were sticking things together. They were walking around the classroom testing magnets on things. And we have some things set up, some metallic objects in the classroom that we know that if they find it, it's going to be amazing for them to walk around and see what's magnetic and what's not. When I was thinking about magnets, I was like, how can we expand upon just having magnets in the classroom? And so I was thinking about magnetic sensory bottles. We put things that were metallic in them, so we put nuts and bolts in one, and we put jingle bells in one, and we put pipe cleaners, because most people don't know, but pipe cleaners are magnetic. And so we put those in.
Whoa, those move around. I wonder why they move.
And I was thinking, man, I wish I had a long plastic tube that I could just put those in and then they could slide it along. So I ordered a plastic tube and put magnetic balls in and taped the sides up. And today 2 of the kids figured out how to climb up there with their wands and manipulate those balls, and that was really cool. We've been trying to have them figure that out on their own. We don't want to lead it too much. And then we started introducing words like magnetic and stuck and repel and magnetism and poles. And even though children 1 year old aren't going to use the term magnetic, they know what it means. And this week we actually have one of our 1-year-olds using the term magnet and magnetic.
There's a lot of stigma that if you integrate the STEM concepts into the classroom, that they're taking away a lot of the different things like their language and their social emotional, and that's not the case. These are basic concepts that we're already doing in the classroom, and we're doing them now in a way where we put a little bit more effort into some of these ideas, and we're not necessarily more afraid of them.
They enjoy showing each other what they can do with the magnets. They're 1, so they don't exactly share, but they don't have a problem showing each other things that they've figured out and leading each other into places.
I'm learning alongside them, and I'm progressing as a teacher because I'm constantly wondering. I'm constantly wondering, what more can we do? How can I bring it to their level? And even though I've tried a couple of things in the classrooms, it hasn't always worked, but it always creates another way of, okay, so that didn't work, what else will? Or maybe we're not quite ready for that, but I'll hold on to that idea for a later time and we can come back to that.
I think we all do a certain amount of STEM in our classrooms without actually realizing that we're doing it. But to make it fully child-led, where they're in charge of their own learning and their own investigations, is huge. I don't think that people realize that if you just set out toys but you don't show them how to use them, all of the different ways that they are capable of experimenting with those and gaining their own knowledge. We have deep conversations using words that children wouldn't normally use, and bringing these science concepts into a classroom with 1-year-olds is huge and can totally be done.
For early childhood educators looking to integrate science with young toddlers, start by allowing children to explore materials without direction. See where their creativity leads. Setting up areas in the classroom to encourage experimentation. Adapting materials to expand on children's specific interests. Introducing science-related concepts and words to develop their language.